All right, let's dive into a case that so many people find endlessly fascinating, the Black Dahlia. We're looking specifically at the FBI's angle based on what they've shared on their own site.
Yeah, it's a classic Hollywood mystery, isn't it? And the FBI's involvement, while maybe not the lead, is a really interesting part of the story.
Definitely. At the center, of course, is Elizabeth Short, just 22, trying to make it in Hollywood like so many others.
Such a tragic story. Her dreams just completely, brutally extinguished.
And that nickname, Black Dahlia, it came later, right? Something about her maybe wearing black a lot.
That's the rumor, yeah. That and the timing with the movie The Blue Dahlia. It sort of cemented her image in this really dark way.
It really did. Okay, so January 15th, 1947, the discovery. It's incredibly grim.
Horrific. A mother and her child find the body near a sidewalk in Lambert Park, Los Angeles.
And the state of body was, well, shocking. Bisected, heavily mutilated.
And critically, there was almost no blood at the scene itself.
Which immediately told investigators the murder happened somewhere else. She was moved there.
Precisely. And not just moved, but posed. Deliberately arranged, which adds this whole other layer of psychological disturbance.
Truly chilling. Now, given this was L.A., how did the FBI get looped in so fast? I mean, 56 minutes from getting fingerprints to an ID? That seems incredibly quick for 1947.
It does. It really highlights that even back then, fingerprint records were vital. The LAPD sent blurred prints, likely from the body, to the FBI headquarters.
And the FBI just happened to have hers on file?
Yeah, turns out they did. From two instances in 1943, actually. One was for a civilian job application at Camp Cook Army Base.
Okay.
And the other was an arrest for underage drinking in Santa Barbara. Minor stuff, really, but it meant her prints were in the system.
Wow. So those seemingly small events became absolutely crucial later on.
Exactly. And the FBI didn't just ID her. They used this tech called sound photo.
Sound photo? What was that?
It was basically an early way to transmit pictures over phone lines. Think like a precursor to the fax machine, maybe. They used it to send her booking photo, her mugshot, back to the press in L.A.
Got it. So that helped spread her image quickly for identification purposes. Beyond the quick ID, though, what else did the FBI do? Were they actively investigating alongside LAPD?
They were more in a supporting role, but a significant one. They leveraged their, national database and network.
How so?
Well, they ran record checks on potential suspects that LAPD came up with, checking names, histories, that sort of thing, across state lines.
Right, something local police couldn't easily do back then.
Exactly. And they conducted interviews nationwide. Anyone who might have known her or known someone connected, the FBI could potentially track them down and talk to them, feeding info back to LAPD.
That makes sense. What about specific leads? The nature of the wounds suggested maybe someone with medical training? Did the FBI look into that?
They did support that angle. For instance, there was an anonymous letter sent, claiming responsibility or hinting at things. The FBI lab examined it, particularly for fingerprints.
Any luck?
Unfortunately, no. They compared prints found on the letter against their massive collection, but didn't find a match in their files at the time.
So you have LAPD leading the charge, the FBI providing significant backup resources, national reach, technical analysis for the time.
Right. A pretty substantial effort, considering.
And yet, the case remains cold. Utterly unsolved after all these decades.
It's a stark reminder, isn't it? Even with that level of cooperation in early forensic science, some cases they hit dead ends. Evidence degrades, witnesses disappear, memories fade. Time is often the biggest enemy.
It really is. The Black Dahlia story just endures, though. The sheer brutality, the Hollywood setting, the Black Dahlia name the press latched onto, the FBI's early role, it all creates this perfect storm of dark fascination.
It absolutely became part of the sort of dark folklore of Los Angeles.
Yeah.
It's been fodder for countless books, movies, TV shows.
Definitely. So wrapping this up, what do you think it is about a case like this, Unsolved, set against that glamorous but often shadowy Hollywood backdrop that keeps such a tight grip on our imagination, even today? Why can't we seem to let it go?